Wilco!
It's an airline plane, clouds of heaven every day, castles, pearly gates.
That's then Senator Barack Obama introducing the Grammy-winning alt-rock band Wilco at Farm Aid in 2005. The group has long used its fame as a platform to champion important causes, and this year, Wilco is all about getting people to vote in the upcoming election. So the band's teamed up with HeadCount, which is a grassroots organization that uses the power of music to register voters and to raise political consciousness. Their goal is to register 100,000 new voters before Election Day. HeadCount has been very successful with previous voter drives. A study by the New Organizing Institute found that in 2008, about 4 million votes were cast by people who registered through groups like HeadCount. So coming to us tonight from New York is Julie Whalen. Julie is HeadCount's touring rep for Wilco. Julie, welcome inside the War Room.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. So is HeadCount the new Rock the Vote?
I'd say that we're sister organizations. I feel like we're both trying to accomplish a similar goal of getting people to be empowered and really promoting political and social activism.
So how do you get Wilco fans to focus on an important issue like voter registration when they're coming to really listen to music?
Honestly, the Wilco crowd is a very receptive, wonderful crowd. I really could not have asked to be put with a better bands and a better crew. So basically, I mean, everyone stops and thanks us for being there. That's the most common response that we get.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah, so they stop and they really want to know what we're doing.
And so I'm curious about the persuasion of the folks who go to Wilco concerts. There's a HeadCount study that found that fans of Maroon 5, OAR, and John Mayer kind of skew Republican, while fans of the Decemberists and the National skew Democratic. Where are Wilco fans in the spectrum?
I tend to not try and focus on either Democrats or Republicans because we are a nonprofit and also a nonpartisan organization. But I would generally say that I'd assume that they would be Democratic.
You would think. Well, do you, as the concert's going on, do you tend to sign people up more before or after the music has been playing?
Definitely before. We try to respect the artist and not interrupt their performances. So we set up an hour before doors so that we can catch people on the way in. So we don't want to rush anyone. We just want to be there to make it easy for people. We really want to make it, we want to go to where the people are. So this provides a perfect venue for us.
Well, we hear so often that young voters are more apathetic than they were in 2008. Do you have a sense of that? What's your sense from hanging out with so many young people and being one yourself?
I definitely think that, it is a little bit, I sense a little bit more apathy. But I think that, as we we get closer to the elections, I can feel it changing. And, the more people that get involved, the more people that talk about the social change that needs to occur, I feel like the more people get excited about participating and getting their voice heard, because, I mean, the bottom line is that, a lot of people don't believe in voting, but if you actually register to vote, then you have the option to go vote. But if you don't register to vote, then you don't have a voice. So I think it's really important that people realize that.
Yeah, and how many people do you actually end up registering per show? How many do you hope to register by the end of the tour?
By the end of the tour, we're hoping for 3,000, I'm pretty sure. So,
which is great. And you yourself, you're not new to volunteering. You've been volunteering, I'm told, since you were like in the 6th grade. What attracted you to this particular project?
Honestly, I mean, the music, democracy, action, just the whole bottom line of it. And then the first time I volunteered, I was actually, I met the executive director, Andy, and then the top people that work in the offices, and they were so welcoming and just so lovely to talk to, and they were intelligent and just, really spent the time to make sure that I was comfortable and that I was, I guess stable and everything was going well. So I feel like, having such a supportive organization really, brought me in and made me stay. So.
Well, it's great stuff to see. You're an inspiration that you are volunteering in this way to change the world. That's Julie Whalen, HeadCount's touring rep. You bet, for Wilco. Thanks for joining us. And